Hello everyone, myself Meghna Sharath and I'm from MBA first year. Today I'm going to take about simplex method minimization from operations research module 1. This follows the same pattern of that of maximization. For those who have seen my previous video on maximization, it would be much more easier. Others, please do refer that video also before going into this. So now let's start a question with two variables. It's much more easy. Here, the second constraint is minus 5x minus 4y greater than or equal to minus 32. We have to convert this constraint into a less than constraint like this. Multiply the whole equation with the minus sign and then it becomes a less than constraint 5x plus 4y less than or equal to 32. Then add the slack variables as earlier s1 and s2. Now let's start with the construction of a simplex table with the earlier headings CJ, CB basis, and then let's fill in the values. Minus 2, minus 3, 0 and 0 from our main equation P. Then let's write S1 and S2 in the basis column. Then its values. Then fill all the values. Please do refer my first video to understand how S1 and S2 is put in the basis column and why the other variables. Sorry, I've written x1 and x2 here. It is the same as that of x and y. x1 is x and x2 is y. Then let's find the zj value, that is 0 into 1 plus 0 into 5, then 0 into 2 plus 0 into 4, etc. Then Cj minus Zj value. Minus 2 minus 0 is minus 2, minus 3 minus 0 is minus 3. Then the rest would be 0 itself. Since this is a minimization problem, we have to take the least minimum value, that is minus 3 here. Where in maximization we take the maximum positive value. Here we take the least minimum value minus 3. Then we divide each x be 10 by 2, then 32 by 4 to get the minimum ratio, and we take the minimum value from the minimum ratio, that is 5 here, and we select that row which is going to be replaced. Here S1 is going to be replaced by the column x2. Now what will we do? We will add a new basis column with x2 in the first basis and then s2 again. So x2, what's the value? Minus 3 and s2 is 0. x2 is minus 3 and s2 is 0. Then we'll find out each values for x2. It's the same process as that of earlier. Old value divided by key element, which gives 1 by 2, 1, 1 by 2, 0 and 5. Then we'll find the S2 values. How do we do that? Old value minus key column into key row by key element. That is 5 minus 1 into 4 by 2, which will give us 5 minus 2, 3. Then again 4 minus 2 into 4 by 2, that's 0. Then 0 minus 4 into 1 by 2. The third column element, it would be minus 2. Then 1 minus 0 into 4 by 2, that's 1. And then finally 32 minus 10 into 4 by 2, 12. So now we have found out the S2 values. Now we'll find out the Zj value. Same like minus 3 into half plus 0 into 3, which will give you minus 3 by 2. Then minus 3 into 1, then minus 3 into half, minus 3 into 0, 1 into 0, then minus 15. Then again we'll find out the Cj minus Zj value. Minus 2 minus minus 3 by 2 is minus half. Then again minus 3 minus 3, 0, then 0 minus minus 3 by 2 is 3 by 2, 0. So now we have reached this much. So now we will find out the next least minimum value, that is minus half, and again we will find out xb by the each column values. That is 5 by 1 by 2 is 10, 12 by 3 is 4, and from there we select the minimum row. So now S2 is going to be replaced by x1. Which column is this? This is x1. So S2 is going to be replaced by x1. So we'll tabulate a new column here, new basis column here. That would be x2 and x1. Then we'll write the values for the newly found x1, which is found out from here. How will we find out the newly found? The first two values are the main values which was got from the main equation, that is x2 is minus 3 and x1 is minus 2. The rest of the new values of x1 is found out by 3 divided by 3, that is 1 itself. 0 divided by 3, it's 0, minus 2 by 3, then 1 by 3, then 12 by 3. So the values would be like this: 1, then what is 0, then minus 2 by 3, 1 by 3, and 12 by 3 would be 4. How do we find out the new x2 values? It's too simple. It's older x2 value, that is half, minus 3 into half by key element 3, that will give us 0. Then 1 minus half into 0 by 3. You remember me drawing in the maximization video, right? Key column into key row by key element. Old value minus key column into key row by key element. Again old value minus key column value into key row value by key element. So it follows the same pattern here also. Old value into key column value into key, old value minus key column value into key row value by key element, and we write the values. After solving we get these values. Now we go to our same method of finding the zj value. Minus 3 into 0 plus minus 2 into 1 will give minus 2 itself. Minus 3 into 1 plus minus 2 into 0 will give minus 3. Then minus 3 into 5 by 6 plus minus 2 in plus minus 2 into minus 2 by 3 will give you minus 7 by 6. Then minus 3 into minus 1 by 6 plus minus 2 into 1 by 3 will give you minus 1 by 6. Then finally minus 3 into 3 plus minus 2 into 4 will give you minus 9 plus minus 8 will give you minus 7. So now the next step is Cj minus Zj. Sorry, I forgot about that step. Cj minus Zj, we'll subtract all these values from our earlier Cj values, that is minus 2 minus 2 0, minus 3 minus 3 0, then 0 minus 7 by 6 will give you 7 by 6, then 0 minus 1 by 6 will give you 1 by 6. So now for our minimization problem, we have got all the values 0 and greater than 0. So we have got the optimal solution. And now what are our x1 and x2? Is equal to 4 and x2 is equal to 3, and optimum Zj value, that is minimized Zj value, is minus 70. and we have solved our minimization problem. So if you have any doubts, please do ask in the comment box. Before viewing this video, please do refer the first video, maximization video, so that you can understand that mode and the basics about feasibility, feasible solution, basis column, basic and non-basic variables, etc. And then if you do the minimization problem, you will feel it much more easier. And if you want to solve it in big M method, since it's not in a syllabus, I'm not taking that, but if anyone wants to learn that method, please do comment in the comment box. I'll help with that. So thank you and have a great day ahead. Thank you.